from things and stuff like that, so they don't even have a place to go grow their own food. But until people get the idea that you have to grow your own food, if they keep cutting these food stamps, what are you going to do? It's going to get to the point. I'm almost thinking about the movies when they have them, when people run out of food, and now they're going from door to door robbing people. You know, they got their guns and shit, robbing people, taking their food and breaking in their barns, and I mean, it's really crazy. But this is how they are controlling us. You know,
movies don't prepare you for that reality. You know, that's the thing is they're programming you to sit there and start thinking that that's the only option. That's programming.
Well, they've been doing that. It's not a program. I mean, that's something that's already set in place. I mean, this ain't no new shit that they doing. So this has already been put in place, even down to the menus. I mean, you can go to McDonald's and buy that shit for, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give it a name, McDevil's. You can go to McDonald's and buy that shit for $1. You got $1 menu. You know, you can come feed your whole family right here for $5 or $6. If you got 2 children, you can feed your whole damn family, maybe 3 children. You can feed your whole family at McDonald's and shit that's poisoning you. But when you go to the grocery store, $3 ain't finna buy you nothing but probably some frozen damn food. You're not finna get no fruits and vegetables for no $3. You're not finna get no shit that's good for you for no $3. So this already been in place. It's already been in plan. You know, this ain't no new shit. Dr. Yaffa, you want to jump on in here, my sister? Because I know we just taking over the table.
I did, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, do you have a story for us, Dr. Yaffa? Yay, no, maybe.
I thought you wanted to know if I wanted to add to that particular story. I did, but it kept going on and on and on, so I just let it pass.
Right.
You guys remember this case that took place in March of this year where a so-called European or so-called white woman named Sherry West said that she was walking along with her little baby, what was his name, Antonio Santiago, and that a couple of young brothers came up to rob her, and when she didn't have the money, they shot her baby in the face. Remember this story?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just came, I don't know if you guys are aware of the fact, but one of the young brothers, his mom and auntie, were arrested for making false statements when they were trying to say, our son, it wasn't my son, it wasn't my nephew, he wasn't involved, he wasn't there, whatever the case. So the 2 boys got arrested, or 2 young men got arrested. One of them, his mom and his auntie, were also arrested. But it just came out a couple of days ago that the bitch lied, that her and the father killed their own baby. And you got 2 young brothers. They're not brothers, but they're 2 young melanin-rich males. One of them, his mom and his auntie, all got locked up for some shit they didn't do. And my listeners are fully aware of how often these so-called white folks will commit these crimes against themselves and blame it on niggas or against other so-called people, and we get blamed for it, and we get faulted for it, and we get punished for it. That's been going on since the Boston Tea Party. And, you can go on and on and on and on with it, but in case you guys didn't know, it just came out that they claimed that a gun was found in the house, but it hadn't been discharged. But they did arrest the father, and I guess he got a lot more time than the mother. But they were involved in murdering their own baby and did what everybody's good at doing, blaming it on so-called brothers. Just like, in case you also didn't know, and other people bring this to my attention, because you guys know I don't even watch the news. I don't know what's going on. Don't care really. But there's another scenario or situation going on where, because of the Trayvon Martin verdict, where, I don't know if you remember, Zimmerman was able to murder a young man that was walking down the street and basically minding his own business. And, he had weed in the system, and since when does that give somebody the right to be executed? However, because he claimed to be doing neighborhood watch, and he murdered this child and got away with it, now a bunch of Ku Klux Klanmen are rallying together to set up a bunch of similar neighborhood watch scenarios so they can murder brothers and sisters too and get away with it, because the system has already said, hey, kill niggas, shoot them in the back, shoot them in the face, drag them behind trucks, and it's all good. Say they killed your children when you killed them, and it's all good. So, the system is taking a very dangerous turn. And you got to remember, it's usually not our people that are perpetrating these crimes against those people. The crimes we tend to do are really against one another, but a lot of crimes are committed by them, on them, and we're blamed for it. So, and if you look into history, you will find case after case after case where it came out that the people that were accused had nothing to do with it. It was, the wife or the husband or the mother or the father that killed their own pregnant spouse or their own children or whatever the case may be. We're getting ragged all the time as the criminals of the world. We are not the biggest criminals. We are the most convicted, but we do not commit more crimes than other people. So-called white people commit more crimes. They just don't get convicted, and, they get away with it. And Timothy Wise will bring all that out. He's a so-called white boy that'll bring all that out. He's trying to wake these so-called white folks up. It's like, y'all getting y'all clocks clean, and y'all blaming it on these melanin-rich people, and they are not the ones. So in case you guys didn't know that, I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Yeah, I was thinking about Susan Smith when you said that the pink woman that had drowned her children in her car.
Oh, yeah.
And then said some black people that hijacked her car.
Uh-huh.
Well, think about the number of people that actually get away with it and never get caught, because everybody's happy once they arrest us or put us to the death penalty. It's all good and hunky-dory, and everybody's good to go after that. But more of them get away with it, like Zimmerman said, niggers are always getting away. No, we don't get away with anything. Your people are always getting away with everything.
Yeah, they pulled him over too. They pulled him over. He was speeding. They didn't even They just gave him a warning and let him keep going in Texas. That shit just happened. It's like, all right, he indicated that he had his gun too. They're like, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead, keep going. So,
wow. I found a story about baby Santiago, and it's saying right now that the two young brother teens are still locked up. And the father is in jail over, he got arrested June 6th for violating a restraining order against Sherry West. Supposedly he went crazy, was terrorizing her, saying that she killed her baby and that it should have been her. But they did say they found gun residue on him, but I don't think he's locked up in connection with that as of yet. They still got those two young brothers in jail.
I mean, I don't understand. They know that they they know that these brothers didn't do this. They probably knew it the whole time. I mean, I had to deal with a situation where they came to my crib and knocked down the door and everything for my ass, and they knew a white boy was sticking shit up, and they knew it was a white boy. But yet we still got to convict. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't white. So, anyway, if they know for sure that these people are, that these people are not guilty. They even had a case where they let a sister go she worked 30 years for the system, and someone was locked up, and she gave them advice on how to get out, and they sat there and fired her from her job. So a person who was innocent. I mean, it's like, oh, no, you ain't supposed to be helping out innocent people. That's not your job. You know,
not if they look like us, you're not supposed to help them.
Exactly. You will be penalized, and it is what it is. If you sit there and you are trying to sit there and show people their rights legally, like, oh, listen, I mean, you tell police, like, oh, listen, I don't have to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. And why are you detaining me? All right, then. I'm not talking to you. That's it. Yeah. You have a right to do that.
That story in particular, the sister, the brother kept filing motions to have his DNA taken to try to find his innocence, and they kept denying it. So what she did was there was this other case that went through, and they was able to grant the DNA. So what she did was lock that same case over and let him file it the same exact way that the other case did, and helped his lawyer, gave him some information, and they granted it. And once they found out that's what she did to assist, they ended up firing her after 30 years because they said she violated the court order of not providing counsel to the people that's coming in trying to fight. So yeah, I think she was like 31 years in.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. It's like they will know for sure that they got the wrong person and everything like that. But they're like, well, listen, well, legally you have to go through these loopholes. You're like, hold up a second, but you know this couldn't possibly be right. This is not right at all. I mean, they know it's not right, but they're like, well, but you didn't file the right paperwork. That's their mindset. It's like, we're going to get you through your ignorance. Through your ignorance is how they going to get you. It's like you sit there and you tell them, like, you even sit there and say in the courtroom where someone says, well, they're going to give you a high bail. Like, hold up, bail is not supposed to be to detain people and keep them there, like, as a precaution of them, you know what I'm saying, not getting away before they get sentenced. It's supposed to be to make sure that they come back to court. If you're sitting there, you're giving your word to come back to court, you know what I'm saying, all they have to do is issue a warrant to come and get you. I mean, and if you have money to get away, how the heck would you know what I'm saying, how the heck would you pay that ransom is what they're doing. It's like specific things like that, whereas they know that they're wrong. I mean, they know, like I said, I got to keep using what happened with me. It's like, you know you're dealing with, it's a white boy. White boy did some shit, and it's a completely different area. And it's like, hold up a second. I don't even know your area. I've never been here before. Why? You know it's a white person. I'm not white. What the hell am I doing here? You know? And
because it's easier to convict you and get away with it. One of the reasons being that our people have yet to move on getting the Negro Act repealed. Haj Tariq Bey always talks about the Negro Act, and our people, instead of marching and protesting and rioting, we need to go about the business of getting certain things repealed legislatively. Would be a smarter move. Yeah, it takes time, but we've had time to have had it done by now. Now, maybe it's not done because our people don't know, but I'm telling you now, the Negro Act is still in force, and people need to read that. And those that know anything about law need to make moves to have that damn thing repealed. And the Christian black codes need to be repealed. And a lot of these old laws that they keep trying us on need to be repealed. Because remember, that is part of the stealing of our house. America is our house. They're talking about the browning of America. America was brown when you got here. The word American means brown, okay? And copper-colored races of people that you found here when you showed up. So you're not browning America, you're bleaching America. And anytime you steal someone's identity and you do an identity theft move, which they're doing by saying they're all American and Native American and American Indian when they're really Europeans in America, claiming to be the first people here. And the people that were first here, swear to God, they're foreigners from Africa. But when you run around and you don't comprehend who's who and what's what, when you understand that somebody is doing an identity theft move, if the estate is worth keeping, you eventually are going to have to kill off the person whose estate you're trying to steal when you're trying to claim their identity, because you can't have them raise up or wake up or become out of the comatose state and go, wait a minute, this is my house and my estate. So the best thing to do when you're stealing someone else's identity so that you can steal their wealth and their estate, you have to eventually kill them off, and that's exactly what they've been doing. They have everybody helping, because the people that are the real owners or the landlords or the autochtons of America are the only people that can fix this mess. So they have to be killed off so they can't stop these crazy bastards. So go ahead. I didn't cut you off. My bad.
Ooh, speak on jurisdiction.
That was good, though. That was good, though. I'm glad you had even said that, Dr. Yaffa, because that's why I had changed it when I was saying America. I kind of changed it and just said the United Snakes the United Snakes, because of the simple fact that what America meant. Yeah, I learned that from you. What America actually meant, and the fact that they have stolen, you know, our houses. That I don't know about anybody else, and they probably won't do any good. So don't get yourself too in an uproar about it. But I'd be pissed off every time I walk this earth, going to the store, wherever I go, to be walking in my damn house. You walking in your house that has been stolen from you. It ain't yours no more, but you can live here. It's just not yours no more. You know, we walking around, just like we were saying about those over there in